Welcome back. In our last segment, we met the two fathers who shaped the author's financial education. Now, we're going to dive deep into their contrasting philosophies and introduce a powerful concept that helps you understand where you stand in the financial world, the cash flow quadrant. This is the core of the mindset shift that the book advocates. The two dads' philosophies in detail. Let's take a closer look at the mindsets of Poor Dad and Rich Dad. These aren't just characters in a book. They represent two completely different paradigms of how to approach money. Poor Dad, the path of security. Poor Dad's philosophy was rooted in the industrial age. It's the path most of us are taught to follow. His mindset was driven by fear and a desire for security. Mindset: I can't afford that. This is a shutting down statement. It stops the brain from thinking. It implies there is no solution and you are a victim of your circumstances. Focus. His focus was on a paycheck and a pension. He believed in trading time for money. The more time you work, the more money you make. Advice: go to school. Get good grades and get a safe, secure job with great benefits. He advised saving money and avoiding debt. He saw his house as his biggest investment, believing its value would increase over time. Visual analogy: imagine a linear path. You go to school, you get a job. You climb the corporate ladder for 40 years. And then you retire with a pension. It's a straight line from start to finish, with a finish line that might not be what you hoped for. It's a fixed plan with a fixed outcome. This mindset is not inherently bad. It provides security and stability. But it also creates a dependency on an employer and a system that may not always be reliable. Rich Dad, the path of freedom. Rich Dad's philosophy was rooted in the information age and entrepreneurship. His mindset was driven by opportunity and a desire for freedom. Mindset: how can I afford that? This is an open-ended question. It forces your brain to be creative and find solutions. It empowers you to take control. Focus. His focus was on cash flow and financial education. He believed in making money work for you, not working for money. Advice: learn how money works and then learn how to make it work for you. He advised buying assets that generate income, building businesses, and taking calculated risks. Visual analogy: imagine a circular, compounding path. You acquire an asset, it generates income. You use that income to acquire more assets, and the cycle continues to grow. It's not about an end goal, but a continuous process of growth. It's a mindset of building a system that gives you the freedom to choose how you spend your time. The core difference is simple. One works for a paycheck, and the other works to build an asset column. One is focused on security, the other on financial freedom. Now, let's bring these philosophies to life with one of the most powerful tools from the book, the cash flow quadrant. This quadrant shows you where you get your income from. The quadrant is divided into two halves, the left side and the right side. The left side, active income. This side is where you trade your time for money. If you stop working, your income stops. Employee. Description: you have a job and you work for someone else. You have a fixed salary, benefits, and a predictable routine. Mindset: I want a safe, secure job with a good salary. Key idea: your income is directly tied to the hours you work. Self-employed. Description: you own a job. You are the boss, but you are still trading your time for money. Think of a freelance writer, a doctor in their own practice, or a small shop owner. Mindset: if you want it done right, do it yourself. They want to be in control. Key idea: you have more autonomy, but if you stop working, the income stops. you are the system. The right side, passive income. This side is where you earn money from assets and systems that you own. Your income is not directly tied to your time. B. Business owner. Description: you own a system that works for you. You have a team of people who run the business. Think of the owner of a large corporation like McDonald's, where thousands of employees and a system run the business for them. Mindset: I want to build a system that can run without me. Key idea: they can leave for a year and their business still makes money. They own the pipeline. I. Investor. Description: your money works for you. You invest in assets like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or real estate that generate income and grow in value. Mindset: my money is my employee. Key idea: they use money to make more money. The big idea: the shift. Most people live their L. Welcome back. In our previous section, we established the foundational mindset shift and the power of the cash flow quadrant. Now, we are going to dive into the practical application of these ideas through the first 3 of the 6 core lessons that Rich Dad taught Robert Kiyosaki. These aren't just theories. They are actionable principles that you can start applying to your life right away. Lesson 1. The rich don't work for money. This is a powerful and often misunderstood lesson. When we hear the rich don't work for money, it's easy to think it means being lazy, but the exact opposite is true. This lesson is about a fundamental shift from working for money to making money work for you. Let's break this down further. For most people, income is a direct result of their time and effort. This is a finite equation. You have a limited number of hours in a day, and your body can only handle so much work. When you stop working, the income stops. This is the essence of the rat race that Kiyosaki describes. You're constantly running on a treadmill just to stay in the same place. The rich, however, are building something different. They are building an asset column. Think of it like a pipeline. You spend a lot of time and effort to build that pipeline initially, but once it's built, the income flows to you continuously, whether you're working or not. It's a sustainable system. Let's use a powerful example to illustrate this contrast. Working for a salary. Imagine a person who works a regular 8-hour day at a job. They are trading their time for money. When they leave for the day, their income-generating ability stops. If they get sick, go on vacation, or lose their job, the income flow stops. They are a single source of income. Building a pipeline. Now, imagine that same person uses a portion of their salary to buy a rental property. It takes effort to research, purchase, and manage the property. But once they have a tenant, that property starts generating monthly rental income. This income flows to them 24/7, even while they are at their regular job, sleeping, or on vacation. This property is an asset that is now working for them. The key takeaway here is to change your focus from just earning a salary to building sources of income that are not tied to your daily labor. This is the first and most critical step in escaping the rat race. Lesson 2. The importance of financial literacy. Rich Dad believed that this was the most crucial lesson of all. He said, it's not how much money you make, but how much money you keep. And to keep it, you have to understand it. Financial literacy is simply the ability to read and understand financial statements. It is the language of money. If you want to build wealth, you must become fluent in this language. A high salary won't help you if you don't know how to manage the money you make. Let's look at the basic tools of financial literacy: a balance sheet and an income statement. Now, let's use these simple tools to visualize the difference between the poor, the middle class, and the rich. As Kiyosaki explains it, the poor person's cash flow. Their income statement is simple. A paycheck comes in, and expenses immediately take it out. Their cash flow looks like a direct pipeline from a salary to bills. They have no assets to show on their balance sheet because everything goes to expenses. The rich person's cash flow. Their income statement also shows income, but instead of the money flowing directly to expenses, a significant portion is used to buy assets. These assets then generate more income, which flows back to the income statement, allowing them to buy more assets. This creates a powerful, self-sustaining loop of wealth creation. This simple diagram reveals a profound truth. The rich focus on building their asset column, while the poor and middle class focus on their paycheck. Your paycheck is just a tool. The question is, what are you doing with it? Are you using it to fund a lifestyle of liabilities? Or are you using it to buy assets that will eventually set you free? Lesson 3. Mind your own business. This lesson often confuses people. It doesn't mean you should quit your job and start a company tomorrow. The clarification is crucial. Your profession is your job, but your business is your asset column. Your job is the vehicle that brings an income, but your true business is what you do with that income. Are you using your paycheck to buy a new car, a liability, or to buy your first stock and asset? Bad habits. This is the habit of paying yourself last. Most people get a paycheck and immediately pay their bills, rent, car payment, credit cards, and then they spend the rest on entertainment or shopping. If there's any money left over at the end of the month, they might save it. But more often than not, there's nothing left. This is a habit that ensures you never build an asset column. Relatable story: a person gets paid on the 1st of the month. On the 2nd, they pay their rent and car loan. By the 15th, they've gone shopping and eaten out. By the 25th, they have nothing left. They're stuck in a cycle of earning and spending without any accumulation. 5. Arrogance. This is the dangerous belief that I know everything. An arrogant person can't learn anything new. They refuse advice, dismiss new ideas, and think they have all the answers. They're often trapped by their own ego, unable to admit they might be wrong about money. Relatable story: a person who has a master's degree in a technical field might think they are smart enough to invest without any financial education. They dismiss the advice of a financial expert because they believe their academic background is sufficient. As a result, they make poor financial decisions based on ego, not knowledge. Actionable steps to overcome obstacles. Now that we've identified the obstacles, let's talk about how to overcome them. Here are 4 powerful, actionable steps you can start taking immediately. 1. Invest in your education first. This is the best investment you can ever make. It has a limitless return. You can't just jump into the investor quadrant without knowledge. Read books, listen to podcasts, and watch videos. A great way to start is to commit to reading one financial book a month, or listening to 30 minutes of a financial podcast every day. Your financial mind is a muscle. You have to exercise it to make it stronger. Example: instead of spending 5,000 LKR on a new shirt, spend that money on a financial literacy course or a few books. That shirt will lose its value, but the knowledge you gain will pay dividends for the rest of your life. 2. Learn to manage risk, not avoid it. Rich Dad didn't avoid risk. He learned to manage it. This is a key difference. Life is full of risks. The risk of doing nothing is far greater than the risk of taking a calculated chance. How do you manage risk? Through knowledge. The more you know about an investment, the less risky it becomes. Example: investing in real estate might seem risky, but if you spend 100 hours learning about property values, market trends, and financing, that risk is significantly reduced. You're not gambling. You're making an informed decision. Pay yourself first. This is a simple but life-changing habit. The moment you get paid, before you pay any bills or buy anything, take a portion of your income and put it directly into your asset column. Treat it like a non-negotiable bill. Pay yourself first, then pay your bills. This simple discipline ensures that you are constantly building your asset column. Example: when you get your salary, immediately transfer 10% to a separate investment account. This money is untouchable. Over time, this small, consistent action will build a massive asset column for you. 4. Find a mentor. You don't have to do this alone. Find someone who is already on the financial freedom path and learn from them. This could be a friend, a family member, a real estate agent, or a financial advisor. A mentor has already made the mistakes and can guide you. They will challenge your thinking, hold you accountable, and show you the way. Example, if you want to start investing in the stock market, find a friend who has been doing it for a few years and ask them to show you their strategy. This learning process is invaluable and will save you from making costly beginner mistakes. As we end this discussion, remember that these principles are simple, but they are not easy. They require a change in mindset and a commitment to action. Now, the choice is yours. Will you let these obstacles hold you back, or will you use these steps to build your path to financial freedom?
All right, everyone. We have embarked on an incredible journey today, dissecting the profound insights of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. We've explored challenging concepts, debunked long-held beliefs, and illuminated a path to financial freedom. Now, as we draw to a close, it's time for the most critical part, turning this knowledge into tangible action. This final segment is designed to consolidate everything we've learned and empower you to take that crucial first step. Recap the core message, your financial journey redefined. Let's take a moment to recap the entire journey we've traveled today. From the very beginning, we introduced the stark contrast between two influential father figures, the poor dad, who embodied the traditional path of working for money and prioritizing job security, and the rich dad, who championed financial education, building assets, and making money work for you. We then dove into the groundbreaking concept of the cash flow quadrant, showing you that there are fundamentally different ways to earn income. On the left side, employee and self-employed, you trade your time for money. If you stop working, the income stops. On the right side, business owner and investor, you build systems and acquire assets that generate income for you, even when you're not actively working. We then unpacked key lessons that guide this shift.
I want to be clear, the first step is always the hardest. It's the decision to move from passive learning to active doing. It's the courage to challenge your own ingrained beliefs and societal norms. I encourage each of you to commit to one small, concrete step after this presentation. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for progress. What is one small step you're going to take after watching this video or leaving this room? Is it to read the first chapter of Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Is it to download a budgeting app and track your expenses for a month? Is it to research one type of asset, like a dividend-paying stock or a small online business idea? Is it to set up an automatic transfer of 500 LKR or 1000 LKR per month into a dedicated investment account? Paying yourself first? Is it to have a conversation with someone you know who is financially successful and ask them how they started? Share it, commit to it, make it real. Finally, let me leave you with this powerful and memorable statement. The ultimate takeaway from Rich Dad's wisdom. Remember, it's not about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep and how hard your money works for you. Start making your money work for you today. Thank you. To bring you more videos like this, subscribe to my channel, like the video, and comment.